Okay, today we're going to talk about properties of special right triangles. So special right triangles are going to be your 45, 45, 90 or your 30, 60, 90. And you don't need these for solving, but they make things a lot easier and more exact, quick. I like quick. So you'll do the assignment, but then come around test time. If you don't want to use this, you probably don't have to, but well, I'll talk about it more as we go on. So these are in your notes. The 45, 45, 90, that's your isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles right triangle where you have 45, 45, and these sides are the same length. They use an L, I like to use an X or something. But the relationship between the hypotenuse and the legs is that the hypotenuse is the leg length times the square root 2. So we're going to use that to solve some problems. All right, here we have a 45, 45, 90. And you have a leg length of 9, and this is also 9. So to find the hypotenuse, all you do is you do leg length, which is 9. Oh, I thought I had this chosen pen. 9 times the square root 2. Ta-da, that's it. That's what x equals. Okay. Now they give you the side length of 6 square root 2. And again, it's the hypotenuse is going to be that leg length times the square root 2. So x equals the leg length, which is 6 square root 2, times the square root 2. Okay, well, let's just simplify it. The square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is just 2, because the square root of 2 squared, it just cancels out that root. Okay, and you can put it in your calculators if you don't believe me. So you're really just going to have 6 times 2, or 12, for your answer. Okay, I'll let you do this one. Just take 7 times the square root 2, and you can pause these at this point and guess the answer, or not guess, figure it out. Okay, here's another one. Because you're taking 8 square root 2 times the square root 2, so essentially you're taking 8 times 2, which is 16. Okay. Here now they're giving us the hypotenuse, and we have to find the leg length. So we know the hypotenuse is equal to the leg length times the square root 2. So they have a square root 2. So we are going to solve this for a, because that's what we're looking for. So we're going to divide by the square root 2. So now we have that a equals 8 over the square root 2. However, we cannot have a radical in the denominator. So we are going to have to multiply. We're going to rationalize the denominator. Hopefully you kind of remember what that's called and how to do it. But you just multiply top and bottom by that square root 2. This then gets rid of the radical in the denominator, because square root 2 times square root 2 is just 2. And then on top, 8 times the square root 2 is just 8 square root 2. I look at it and I say, oh, wait, I bet I can simplify that a little bit, because I have an 8 on top and a 2 on bottom. So all I need to do is cancel out the 2, and I'm left with 4 square root 2. Okay, I'll let you do this. You set 6 equal to b square root 2. You take 6 divided by the square root 2, and then you need to rationalize your denominator. You should end up with 3 square root 2. And on to the 30, 60, 90. And so this one is a little bit more confusing, but once you are familiar with it, I actually like this one better. So the shorter leg length, they are calling it S. It's always half of the hypotenuse, or the hypotenuse is always twice the shortest side length, okay? And then the relationship between the shortest leg and the medium leg, or the longer leg, is you just take that shorter leg and multiply it by square root 3. Okay, so the 45, 45, 90 has the square root 2. The 30, 60, 90 has the square root 3. So here we're given the shortest side, and we need to find the hypotenuse and the longer leg. So it doesn't really matter which one we do first. I know the hypotenuse, which is y, is going to be equal to 2 times that short leg. So it's 2 times 4 square root 3 over 3. Okay. Now remember, you're just multiplying across because it's just a fraction. So you should get 8 square root 3 over 3. So that's your y. There's nothing we can reduce on that. And then for your x, that's equal to the shortest side times the square root 3. So we'll take our short side, 4 square root 3 over 3, and we just need to multiply it by 3. When I do this, I mean we need to multiply it by square root 3. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to go quickly because I recorded this whole thing and then there was no sound, so now I have to do it again. Anyway, so we take the short side times the square root 3. So now I have 4 times the square root 3 times the square root 3, which is essentially 4 times 3, which is 12. And then on the denominator, we have 3 times 1. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay? You can pause it and try this on your own. I'm going to go through it as well since I screwed up a little bit on the last one. So we know the medium side, and the medium side is S square root 3, or the short side square root 3. So we know the short side is just 4. And we know the hypotenuse is 2 times the short side, so the hypotenuse is 8. This here is a quilt. We have isosceles right triangles here, and this whole side is 3 inches, and it wants the dimensions of each triangle. So if the whole side is 3 inches, then this side of the triangle is 1.5, and this is also 1.5 because it's isosceles, and it's 45, 45, 90. So I can use the property that it's the leg length times the square root 2. So I'm just going to write it 1.5 square root 2. Oops, I hit the button too fast there. But go ahead and see if you can figure that out. That longer leg, or that medium side, is just going to be the shortest side times the square root 3, so 5 square root 3. Oh, and that's it. All right, well, I hope you guys have don't have any problems. And the sub has your assignment, and it's also on Google Classroom, so good luck.